Good evening and greetings, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to my Aisha Speaks Jade Facebook motivational page where I really get authentic and genuine and speak about entrepreneurship or just motivational, inspirational, even if there's challenging days, how we can overcome those challenging days and and grow into our recovery, our healing, and our positive self. So I am none other than Aisha Speaks Jade. I am doing my best. Please forgive me if my hands get in the way. I want to make sure that you guys can hear me. And hopefully you can. If you are joining me live, just leave a little message and let me know that you can hear me. If you are listening to the replay, I ask that you do the same. Let me know that you can hear me clearly. So I didn't do any audios or or live videos on Sunday. I just felt like I needed a break. Sometimes we need a break from time to time, and it's healthy. So I'm really glad that I took a break on Sunday to just kind of regroup and reflect and prioritize and do all those wonderful things on the personal side of my life as well as the business side of my life. So I'm actually going to be doing a makeup live audio for Monday, which was yesterday, November the 12th, 2018. And when I start speaking or reading, I'm going to be using some examples that I want to throw out here, and hopefully you can relate to them. If not, then always share them. I always say, like, if it doesn't pertain to you, you can share the knowledge to someone else. Sharing is definitely caring. Caring is sharing. So this is going to be about team building, right? How entrepreneurs create connection in the age of isolation. So I'm going to be speaking about shortly 3 ways to build human connection with your teammates. So if you are an entrepreneur and you have employees, you have people on your team, hopefully this can resonate with you and you can take some of these tips or tools and use them. As well as perhaps if you are a manager or supervisor and you have a team, perhaps this can assist you as well. So again, the topic at hand is how entrepreneurs create connection in the age of isolation. We as entrepreneurs sometimes get stuck in our head and don't realize that we haven't engaged enough with our team. We think everything is running smoothly, yet our employees might feel disengaged due to overuse of technology and a lack of human connection. In today's business world, employees want to bring their full selves into the workplace. We have to accept this reality and empathize with them where they already are so they feel appreciated and supported as a person, not just an employee. As entrepreneurs, sometimes we use technology as a crutch when communicating and collaborating with our employees. We think technology is the solution, yet it can never replace real human interaction. And so even on my job, because I do work full time and I am on a team, a lot of times, yes, it would be nice to have human connection or human interaction because we do know this is the age of technology, which changes often. But it's also good to have a balance with speaking with a real individual, sitting down and having dialogue and coming to a middle with work-related issues. So in a new global study, this person's company, Future Workplace and Virgin Pulse, found that half an employee's day is spent using technology over in person. Communication and email is our biggest addiction. While we may think that we are getting our message across through email, a study in the Harvard Business Review found that one face to face meeting is more successful than 34 emails back and forth. Just blasting out an email to your organization or trying to accomplish big goals through email can be highly ineffective. Without your voice and body language, you can easily be misunderstood, and that can create frustration, stress, and distrust, all of which are unintended but happen regardless. So, great entrepreneurs prioritize the relationships they have with their teammates. This is especially true if you have a startup with only a handful of employees. You can't afford to have disengagement and turnover because you have few resources and have to have everyone's combined effort to move the needle forward. So I want to speak about 3 ways to create connection in the age of isolation. So the first one would be get to know your team on a personal level. Go for a walk with employees or have coffee with them and learn more about who they are outside of work. Ask them about their life goals, passions, and any obstacles they are facing. Our study found that only 20% of employees are fulfilled at their job. Help your employees be fulfilled, and they will work harder and be more loyal to you when you need them most. So I'm going to say with that, if that works at your job, that's great. Because a lot of times, and I'm speaking from experience, just for me doesn't mean that this is everyone's experience. We're not going for no walk. We're not having coffee. Unfortunately, my team that I'm on, letting them know what's going on outside of my job or possible obstacles that I'm facing, that would be so disastrous for me because the people that I have on my team that are a supervisor or, a management, it's not working. If I confided, honestly, it will, by time I leave them, it would have already hit all the floors, my business. And that's very sad, but it's true. Sharing my life goals, I'm not comfortable with sharing it with my immediate management. However, I'm a little comfortable with sharing it with a select few. Some things I'm just, when it comes to my job, present and past, I'm selective on who I speak to. And again, that's just my experience. If you have that type of team where you can do that, then I say go for it. And hopefully your management or your team will be supportive and have your back. As a matter of fact, all of you would have each other's back. So I say just be careful with that. Be selective. So Simon Borches, who is the CEO of Multi-Posting, an SAP company, he said, when people are comfortable, they are much more creative and productive. And that I definitely agree with. Having good and strong relationships is critical to feel comfortable at work. Right, because no one wants to feel that when they come in their job, they're ready to turn back around and leave. They want to feel comfortable. They want to know that they can be productive. If you're not comfortable being at your job, if you're feeling frustrated and stressed all the time, there's no way that you can be productive. There's definitely no way that you can be creative, and you're going to have moods, and then that's not going to look good for you, and that's not going to look good for customers seeing that, or just, other coworkers. So it's, having a more creative and productive employee, definitely, being comfortable is plus. When you create a safe and supportive work environment, your employees will be more comfortable bringing important issues to your attention and have a deeper connection with you. Because you don't want to feel that when you get into a meeting or if you're having a conversation with your supervisor or or boss or management, that, if you say it, you may fear you may have some type of repercussion. That's not the environment that you want to be in. Number 2, create multiple touch points to increase engagement. Whether you have a physical office or a remote team, make sure that your team is both seen and heard. So, for example, if you manage a remote team, the recommendation is scheduling at least one video conference each week to ensure you're connecting. Another touch point is creating a culture of learning where the team is sharing resources and teaching each other new skills. Look for new ways to share, connect, and further your teammates' relationship with each other and yourself. Philip Krim, who is the CEO of Casper, said, "We always take time to applaud each other's contributions to those victories and then immediately get back to work and stay focused on the broader mission at hand. Your team has no patience to wait for annual performance reviews. They want feedback and recognition regularly. Each piece of feedback or compliment is another way to engage with them and make them feel like you're invested in their careers." I like that. I like when you can have regular performances instead of that in the middle of the year or at the end of the year, have an evaluation and get graded on it. No, let's check in regularly and let me know, good, bad, or indifferent, so that I don't have to, so I can check myself and if there's anything, excuse me, to rectify, work on it and continue to team build with each other. And number 3, have social events to bring the team together. So a study was found that the best way leaders can facilitate stronger relationships with their employees are team building activities, social events, and workstations. Yes, team building activities, social events, and workstations. It's easy for us entrepreneurs to constantly focus on the work because there's so much pressure to perform and scale. But our team needs to be taken care of too. This is especially true of startups where everyone is working long hours. Take time to celebrate victories, give recognition, and get to know each other by organizing office parties or off-site team building events, or work in a completely new location. So by doing this, you give your employees a break. They feel more connected to your company and they are happier. So a recommendation was having at least one off-site each year where you take your employees out of the office and into an environment where they can be more human and connect with others on a personal level. So I hope that what I spoke on resonated with you and that you can be a better team builder. And again, if it works for you to know each other on personal levels, if that's where you can have that type of connection, I applaud it. Thank you very much. Again, I thank you for just tuning in and listening. And let me know, give me some feedback on what you thought about it. Or if you have your own recommendations or suggestions, definitely leave them in this comment box. You guys know I'm always open to comments, feedbacks, dialogues, discussions. I love stuff like that. I would like to invite you to like and subscribe to my social media platforms. You can find me on Facebook, where I'm at right now, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and I have a YouTube channel. And it is all under Aisha Speaks Jade. Again, that is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and I have a YouTube channel, which as far as my YouTube channel, you can always subscribe, hit the thumbnail, hit the notification bell for all updates. LinkedIn, if you're on LinkedIn, just join my page, Aisha Speaks Jade. Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, of course, find me under Aisha Speaks Jade and like it and share it and support. I'm definitely open for like-minded individuals. I'm also open to have guests on my platform. If you are a small business owner, a freelancer, like what I'm looking for individuals that have their own businesses, however that looks, who would be interested in, again, being a guest on my platform, on my podcast, where, we can just let people know who you are and what you do. If you're interested, definitely reach out to me on my platforms. Let me know. You can send me a private or direct message. You can inbox me, and we can discuss. We can find out if it's a good fit for us to do it, and just keep moving forward. Always remember to self-care. Self-care is not a choice. It is a necessity. Create your happiness, know your value, and know your worth. Take care of the top of your head, which is the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. And always be good to yourself first and foremost, internally, and it works itself out externally. With much appreciation and gratitude and thankfulness, namaste and ashe, and be good to yourself.